What happened, Gandalf? Why didn't you meet us?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was delayed.
Today, we can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, anything. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, anything. Today, we can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, anything. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, but him and nothing on. We can be the light, anything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen. Hello, Sir Ace.
Hello there.
Hello, Lady Empathy.
Hello there.
How's everyone doing today? Ace says, what the hell am I watching? That's a what was it? I think it was from the 70s, a show called Living Island. Poco did a video on it. He can seriously make music out of anything. So, today is kind of a late stream. I was a little bit late. I was going to go through a whole bunch of articles, entertainment articles and videos and stuff, but we'll just go through a few today and then go to, call him Why Not Still Dead. Bot still dead? Yeah, I'll make sure the bot is fixed by next time. But yes, so today we'll go through a few things. First off, and then we'll launch into my favorite game. I've been wanting to start a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII for a while now. I started a playthrough on Twitch and I got like, I don't know, halfway through or something, maybe a little more. Pardon, I must hydrate after that huge bong rip. One moment. Everyone has their process, you know. Some people do a little some vocal exercises before they go live. I take a huge bong rip. Anywho, first thing I'm going to cover before we start our playthrough is this right here from Bounding into Comics. We've got some news from Amazon Studios. They're going to be doing a Fallout TV series. Announced in 2022, or it's starting production this year, Westworld co-creator Jonathan Nolan as director. And Lady Empathy and I were actually talking about one of Jonathan Nolan's previous projects, Westworld, a little earlier. And I believe this is Christopher Nolan's brother. So let's go through this. A few things here. First revealed in a July 2nd, 2020 teaser, which confirmed, I didn't even hear about this, which confirmed the involvement of Amazon Studios and Westworld Productions studio Kilter Films. A new report from Deadline has revealed further details regarding the project's production team. So that's pretty much all they know right now, stretching out a big article on not very much. But I'm pretty excited about this because I'm a huge Fallout fan. So hopefully they don't mess it up. Hopefully they don't mess it up like Amazon's been messing everything else up as far as their entertainment products go. Like, I'm not really talking about their streaming platform, but messing up shows like Wheel of Time, which I'll never forgive them for. I'm such a big Wheel of Time fan. I've actually got a whole review coming out for Wheel of Time. I'm going to wreck them for what they did, for wrecking my favorite IP. You know, Wheel of Time is to me what The Lord of the Rings is to, like, most people. That is my Lord of the Rings. Hey, Sir Miker, how's it going?
Hello there.
Ace says, hey Colin, what's a good name for Trips's squad mate? Squad mate. What do you mean? You're not talking about Captain Trask, are you? Because yeah, his captain is Captain Trask. All right. So now we've gone through that. Let us go through a video from Sir Critical Drinker. Why modern movies suck. This just came out today. So let's go through it together. Oh, I wonder why. Why do modern movies suck? Let's see what the Drinker's got to say.
One of the things that's become increasingly obvious in my time as a film critic is that when it comes to mainstream movies, we're pretty much
Nah, not Captain Trask. Who you talking about then?
living in a post-creativity world now, a time when it's considered easier and safer to just rehash previously successful ideas and formulas rather than risk coming up with something new and original. I've talked before about the endless remakes and reboots that Hollywood's been churning out for the past 10 years, apparently oblivious to the fact that about 90% of them fail, but one of the more insidious concepts to creep into modern cinema is the idea of the soft reboots.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the best zoom level here. Because I wanted to show his name as well. Oopsie.
Now don't get me wrong, I can totally understand why they're a thing. See, Hollywood isn't quite as dumb as you might think when it comes to finding new and inventive ways to squeeze money out of tired...
New character for a possible short I told you about, just another normal stormtrooper. Huh. Let's see. It's gotta be a... I guess it'd be TN... We talking nicknames or designation? Probably nicknames. Let me think about that.
Old franchises. They know that producing direct sequels becomes increasingly difficult over time because every sequel comes with the unspoken expectation that you'll move the story and characters forward somehow, building on what came before and breaking new ground in some way. And if you're a dumb as fuck screenwriter without an ounce of creativity or original ideas, then this is like garlic to a fucking vampire. A full-on remake, on the other hand, comes with its own set of problems because not only does it invite unflattering comparisons to the original, but it also means launching your new movie without those all-important cameos from the original cast, which is one of the few things still guaranteed to get arses on seats.
True.
The solution? Combine the best elements of both ideas into one grift to rule them all. The soft reboots. So how exactly does it work? Well, after thinking it over while taking a shit earlier, I believe I've identified the 5 key elements of a soft reboot. 1. Find an old franchise. Ideally, a soft reboot should target a franchise that's at least a couple of decades old and hasn't seen any significant activity for quite some time. This increases the demand and excitement for new installments and allows our collective memory of past events to fade, which facilitates... Number 2. Loose continuity. It's going to be marketed as a conventional sequel, acknowledging the characters and events of previous movies, but leaving the continuity vague enough that the writers can safely ignore anything which contradicts their new film. Number 3. Nostalgia. It's likely to include lots of callbacks, in-jokes and references to past events, because nostalgia has become the new sex appeal. It sells tickets. Boobs are still better though. Number 4. Cameos. It'll include at least
What's better than nostalgic boobs?
one appearance from a legacy character, again for nostalgia purposes and to give the film a sense of legitimacy that it may or may not deserve. Number 5. Sequel bait. Ultimately, the point of a soft reboot is to pass the torch to a new generation of younger, cooler, and most importantly of all, cheaper actors who can carry the franchise for the next decade, so the ending is likely to be as open as possible, paving the way for possible sequels, spin-offs and TV shows. Basically, the goal here is to launch the next MCU. Now this all sounds fair enough, right? After all, it's what movies do these days. But peel back this innocuous veneer and you'll find the rotten core that lies beneath. Because the more you think about the actual plot, the more you'll probably realise that it's nothing but a tired
Man, the first first Star Trek remake that they made, was it the first one? I think it was the first one. It was so dumb. The actual like plot premise, you know, the red dilithium or whatever it was, how it could, I mean, Spock said that the entire universe was at risk because of this stuff. It could like create black holes and crap. But how is the entire universe going to be at risk from, a whole system can be at risk, but pretty much a stretch there.
Rehash of the same fucking story that already got told decades earlier.
Ace says, just need a name that fits. Man, Nedry's death in the Jurassic Park book was so much more gruesome than the film. What happened in the book? Dude got his stomach slashed open and held his own guts, all while blinded. Then his bed was crushed. Brutal. I'm sure he had it coming.
A remake and sequels clothing.
How about Trappa, or Tinny, TN-1, Tinny. Something like that. Trappa or Tinny. Because I don't know, it fits. Trips and Trappa.
If you will.
Trap for short. Private Trap.
You want some examples? Well, how about Jurassic World?
Hi, sir. I'm here to serve.
Which takes place a couple of decades after the events of Jurassic Park, and even uses the original buildings, vehicles, and equipment to milk those bloated nostalgia teats.
Unlike most stormtroopers, I always hit my target when I shoot.
But really, what does it do except tell the same fucking story all over again? Both movies focus on the theme of science going too far by resurrecting long dead and extremely dangerous animals, and humanity's flawed belief that they can control them. Both centre around a futuristic theme park that promises great things but ultimately turns into a nightmare when things get out of control. Both feature an idealistic park owner blinded by his own lofty dreams, a shady subordinate with his own agenda, a pair of young siblings thrust into a survival situation, a male and female lead with a romantic attraction who have to rescue them, raptors for some tight claustrophobic chase scenes, and a big scary monster dinosaur to act as the final boss. Jurassic World is, for all intents and purposes, a
Yeah, it's the titty squad. Everyone's got names that starts with T.
carbon copy of the original script, only with most of the
We've got to have money.
intelligent themes and ideas chopped out to make way for goofy humour, character threads that go nowhere, and meta-references to the declining quality of sequels.
Oh, wait, why is that gift card thing still going? I have to... Freaking bot's not working, but the gift card thing is still announcing. Gotta fix that by next stream.
Bigger, scarier, cooler, I believe is the word that you used in your memo.
It's a textbook example of a soft reboot that's inferior to the original in every way possible, but it doesn't end there, dear viewer. Oh no, there's much worse to come. Like Star Wars The Force Awakens, which is set about 30 years after the events of A New Hope, and again,
This area on the right here would be perfect for, like, chat, you know, to appear. Maybe I can set that up.
tries to walk that fine line between exploiting the original events and characters for nostalgia purposes, while simultaneously hoping you'll forget them just enough that they can
This is kind of the same problem with video game remakes, too. Like, all of the same problems. They've got, you know, crappy... First of all, it's just a money grab. They're not concerned about quality most of the time. Like, when they try to make a game into either a TV series or a movie, like Resident Evil was a disaster, just limping along, barely. Terrible quality. I can't even think of a single good game adaptation. Let me know, chat. Can you think of a single good game adaptation that turned into a good TV show or movie? Because I sure can't.
get away with telling the same fucking story all over again. Both films feature a young orphan living a simple life on a remote desert planet, only to get swept up in a grand space adventure when they rescue a droid carrying important information
Also kind of fits if you know the story of the short.
that the antagonists are desperate to recover. Both feature a masked antagonist with a red lightsaber and formidable force abilities, and his sinister master pulling the strings behind the scenes. Both feature an
Force
evil
Awakens was
empire
just
bent on galactic
regurgitation.
domination, with a planet-killing superweapon that has to be destroyed in the climactic space battle. And that's not even counting all the stuff that's just been blatantly copied over to cynically exploit fan nostalgia. Like X-Wings, because they're cool, right? Or the Millennium Falcon, or Chewbacca, or Star Destroyers, or Han Solo, or Princess Leia, or Anakin's lightsaber, which shows up here without any real explanation. The Force Awakens is perhaps the ultimate example of how easy it is to pull the wool over people's eyes. An utterly safe and predictable rehash of a previously successful story with flashy new special effects, and just enough characters, references and callbacks to the original to convince longtime fans that this movie is somehow on their side. It truly is a work of retarded genius from one of Hollywood's most
Work of
successful
retarded
con men,
genius.
and the real problem is that it paved the way for even worse things to come. See, the thing that
All it is a total ripoff. It's not a work of any kind of genius. It's just ripping off George's work in a soulless, corporate, sterile way. You know, that has every mandated story beat and element and theme from top down. There's no passion in that project. There's just boardroom politics in the project.
Jurassic World and Force Awakens have in common is that they
Oh,
were
we'll
both
do the super safe thing. You know, we'll not have an overarching story. We won't have anything planned out. We'll just fly by the seat of our pants like some of the worst writers, especially when it comes to a series. How the hell are you gonna have a series and you don't have a plan, beginning, middle, and end? Dear Lord, these people are terrible.
massively successful. These two movies made obscene amounts of money, and this success at the box office sent shockwaves through the noble town of Hollywood, convincing executives everywhere that soft reboots of old franchises were a quick and easy way to make bank.
All a
Which is
cash
why we
grab.
ended up with fucking garbage like Terminator Dark Fate, which accomplished in its first 5 minutes what no actual Terminator had managed to do in more than 30 years, killing off the character whose survival was central to the entire point of the series.
Talk
It
about
also
cinematic
retconned
murder.
Terminator 3, Salvation and Genesis out of existence, and set up its own new continuity, which was basically the exact same story.
There's almost like a rule when it comes to remakes and sequels and all that stuff. You get two, often. Often you get two. Like the first two Godfather movies, the first two Terminators, the first two Aliens, the first two Predators, I guess. Because I like the second Predator, contrary to popular opinion. It was fun. And Lady Empathy says, I'm playing some Ark, I'll be back. Ace says, well, also no, because they decided to also have the hero fight the villain in the first one, but they goofed up by having the hero win.
Story as before. Once again, an AI in the near future becomes self-aware and launches an apocalyptic war against humanity, killing billions and turning the world into an irradiated wasteland,
Look, guys, it
until a lone
rhymes.
warrior unites the scattered fragments of mankind to strike back at them. Once again, the machines on the verge of defeat are able to send a Terminator back in time to kill this future savior of humanity before they can become a threat. And once again, a lone soldier is sent back by the human resistance to act as a protector. But it's totally different this time, you see, because now they're both girls. And because nostalgia is basically the only asset we have to work with now, a couple of old characters show up in a totally unrelated subplot that fits into the main narrative about as comfortably as an intersectional feminist at a Dave Chappelle gig. If
Oh,
Force
be
Awakens
dumb.
and Jurassic World showed how financially successful the concept of a soft reboot could be, then Dark Fate is a perfect example of how fucking badly it can go wrong. But the thing is, even spectacular failures like this
Colin, what about Star Wars? That got 3 good ones. Well, that's why I said most. Most franchises can't manage 3 good ones. Like, think of The Matrix. A lot of people like the first 2 Matrix more than the third one. And I'm in that camp as well. It's just really rare.
This weren't enough to derail the concept, which is why we ended up with Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, don't get me wrong, it was definitely a big step up from the disaster of Ghostbusters 2016, and I think for the most part it was a well-intentioned film, but I was also probably more forgiving towards it in my review than it really
Liker says, yeah, but sometimes the second one flops. True. But less likely than the third. Yeah, that's kind of like the law. The law of quality when it comes to corporate sequels.
deserved, because really it has all the hallmarks of a
Exponentially more chance to screw it up every time they make another one.
soft reboot, coupled with absolutely shameless nostalgia baiting. Remember Gozer? Remember the Hellhounds? Remember the Keymaster and the Gatekeeper?
Is that the
remember
new Gozer?
Remember the coupled with absolutely shameless nostalgia baiting. Remember
That looks like shit. That looks like shit.
Gozer?
What the hell?
Remember the Hellhounds? Remember the
They basically pulled a Palpatine, huh? Figures.
Keymaster and the Gatekeeper?
I didn't actually see that one, but figures that they pulled a Palpatine.
Remember the Proton Packs? Remember
So many cool things they could have done. You know, so many cool ghosts from like mythology or, you know, specter type things. But no, you go back to Gozer.
Remember the Ecto-1?
It looks like
Remember
shit.
the Stay Puft Marshmallow
That
Man?
looks like shit
Remember the
too.
PKE meter? Remember the traps?
No, those are all good. Like, I'm okay with having the same types of props. Maybe a little more advanced, but I guess, like, even Egon, you know, he would have improved the tech over time. The traps, the proton packs, all of that. Maybe the suits will be a little better, who knows? But no, you gotta have it exactly the same for the nostalgia, right?
Damn man, they even have the original Ghostbusters show up in the
Gotta sell
finale
them
with
toys.
absolutely no explanation for how they got here, why they're wearing their original uniforms, or where they found spare proton packs from. It's difficult to sum up the thing
Oh my goodness. They waited way too long to make this movie. That just looks pathetic.
Got here, why they're wearing their original uniforms, or where they found
That looks
spare
so
proton
pathetic.
packs from. It's difficult to
It's so sad. No, don't do this to my Ghostbusters. No.
sum up the thinking behind this kind of writing
Hey, he looks actually good. Black Don't Crack. What's his name? I forgot.
for how they got here, why they're wearing their original uniforms, or where they found
Dude on the right's the only one who looks good. Looks like he's aging gracefully. Black Don't Crack.
spare proton packs from. It's difficult to sum up the thinking
Did you see Spider-Verse yet? Not yet. I got a little distracted today, so it's postponed to tomorrow.
behind this kind of writing, but helpfully enough, Red Letter Media did it for me.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
And I think ultimately that mantra pretty much sums up the rationale behind soft reboots. It's the same kind of mentality that expects people to spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars to upgrade to the latest shiny glass rectangle,
I
which
totally
is
didn't
functionally
do
and
that.
visually almost identical
I didn't do that. Stop making fun of me.
to the shiny glass rectangle they bought 12 months earlier. But
Tomorrow, call-in time? I mean, I guess every time for me is call-in time. Just like every time for you is ace time.
hey, I guess there's a sucker born every minute. You're not really meant to question how the same exact events keep playing out in the same narrative universes without anyone noticing it. You're not meant to
Well, I mean, the Force makes it more plausible than probably any other IP, that events would unfold over and over again. Wheel of Time also, sort of explains within the lore how events are cyclical. Also, history tends to repeat in real life, so I guess it's not that far-fetched. That might be a little nitpicky. Sir Drinker?
question why existing characters get turned into completely different people to service their roles in the
Like Indiana Jones? I liked the third one, too, though. So that was another one that got, all three right. So, yeah.
rebooted
But yeah, Crystal Skull, number 4, they totally... that was, I would say a 1 out of 10. Because if you're gonna knock down the legacy of a franchise, it's not only, I'm gonna rate it harshly, because it shouldn't have been done at all.
narrative. You're not meant to question how
takes
wildly
away.
implausible and downright ridiculous it is for so many artifacts from previous adventures to conveniently show up again. And you're definitely not meant to question how cheap
Magic.
and hollow and manipulative it all is. It's the writing equivalent of wanting to have your cake and eat it, shamelessly milking and exploiting the very thing you're shitting all over by retelling the same stories again and again. And the result is a kind of depressing stagnation in pop culture, a loss of
But the thing about that is that, says Ace, they have to keep it to what's been seen. But they don't, though, IPs come up with new stuff all the time. Comics has been, part of the reason comics is having problems is that they've been having to come up with stories for decades, so they tend to retread topics or, they end up turning to basically shock jock tactics. First it was killing people, first it was torturing them, then it was killing them, then it was raping them. And we'll go back, we'll be discussing some articles tomorrow about how they're going back to raping superheroes for shock value, for creatively bankrupt shock value. It's like Darth Tyrannus says, the small and the petty always seek to tear down those greater than themselves. And that's true of the terrible bankrupt writers who are in charge of all of these various IPs, not just in comics, but literally everywhere. That's why manga is the only thing that's really succeeding in the sort of comics arena, is because they don't go for all that woke political garbage. They just tell good stories, and they have natural diversity in their stories, not forced diversity. And stories that aren't about character, but are about immutable traits that are completely arbitrary. I am this. I am my identity, and this is all about identity politics, not about character. It's not just that this character happens to be gay. It's that everything about this story is that this character is gay. How brave. or you know, this and that and the other thing, whatever it is they want to make the theme or topic of the day.
Of confidence in our own creativity and an increasing tendency to...
And people are sort of asking themselves, why are they doing this? Like, why is this? Like, they know they're losing money, they know they're losing audience at a prodigious rate. You know, the numbers don't lie. Even Disney came out with a report saying that they were very disappointed with like Boba Fett's ratings. It's fallen short of what they projected and hoped. But on top of that, they've got, you know, I think the CW is going bankrupt and they're selling themselves now because of all the woke garbage that they continually pump out. And they're still coming out, they're still announcing new shows. So these are sort of a preview of some of the articles we'll be going into tomorrow. They're still announcing more woke scold shows, like, what was it called? Something Audrey, Andrea, or Angela, something like that. That's, oh, this is going to be all about identity politics, and this is what we're pushing, even though we're going bankrupt due to it. But one of the reasons that they're doing that is there's like a government, I think it was during the Obama administration, they changed some laws that would help corporations get funding if they basically pushed messages of diversity and inclusion and things like that. It's literally in the bill, diversity and this type of language. So it opens them up to receive more funding if they're doing these sort of the message, you know, how does it drink? The message pushing that makes them nice and friendly, nice and cozy with the funding.
To look back instead of forwards. Be honest here, how many songs...
So, you know, what's better for from a corporate point of view? Guaranteed income from a cushy corporatocracy type deal with the government and special investors, or having to actually put out a good product and rely on your customers and the goodwill of the audience? One's just easier than the other.
Songs nowadays are just a remix of some dance track from 10 or 20 years ago. How many kids' TV shows are just repackaged versions?
But yeah, you change some of that verbiage in those laws and the incentives that they're giving for this type of nonsense that's destroying entertainment, you know, almost to like a cultural Marxism type of level. Then you'll see, I think, these types of issues recede from entertainment.
Of the same stuff that my generation were watching as kids.
They'll actually start doing things for profit again, and based on, you know, what succeeds and what the audience wants.
How many movies today are reboots, remakes, reimaginings, or soft reboots of stuff that's already been done before and done better?
Yeah, it's a bait and switch. They just give you the nostalgia, remake something that, oh, wait, The Princess Bride? That was so good back in the day. Let's remake that, but let's make it a more diverse cast and with a better message in the story. That's probably what they'll try to do with The Princess Bride, which will be a travesty. You don't remake masterpieces. But they never learn. They constantly try to. Like Cowboy Bebop recently. They got canceled like, what was it, 2 weeks into the show? Nobody watched it. Like the actual ratings for the show are almost negligible. It's almost like a statistical anomaly, or, you know, within the error range of just nobody fucking watched it. It's just terrible. But if you don't remake masterpieces ever. There's no need to. Remaking is for when you screwed it up the first time.
Sure. I guess what I'm saying here is that while it's good to honour the past, sometimes the best way to do that is just to leave it the fuck alone and move forward on your own merits. If you actually give a shit about story...
Ace says, I hear the Superman and Lois one is pretty good. Well, you know, a broken clock is right twice a day. So even, you know, corrupt studios can get it right sometimes.
Telling, then you should be creative and talented enough to tell your own stories. Stop using the past as a crutch to support your own mediocre work.
I loved the Superman and Lois show back in the day with Dean Cain. I used to watch that when I was like one of my homeschool stints. I'd get like all my schoolwork done in like 2 or 3 hours and then just sit there and like watch TV or doodle or write stories and play games. I was an efficient little bugger.
Today, make new things, invent new worlds and characters, strike out in new directions, be willing to take risks and
There was so many good shows though, like in the 90s and the 2000s. So many good shows. You don't find like a lot of good shows on TV. What was it, like Radio City and lots of good stuff.
face criticism and failure. That's what makes great stories and great people. And well, I think we could do with both of those things more than ever now. Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Go away now.
Go away now.
Yes, sir, will do. Good video. So, I highly recommend you come over here and give Critical Drinker some love, some attention, some likes. But we're not going to go away now quite yet from his channel. We're going to watch this one too. So recently, The Witcher Season 2 came out, and I didn't watch The Witcher Season 1. I think I watched or tried to watch one episode, and I couldn't, I don't know. I just like the game much more. Maybe, though, if Drinker recommends Season 2, then maybe I'll slog my way through it. Let us see what Sir Drinker has to say. But first, Sir Miker says, don't get me started on Home Alone. Yeah, I don't even remember. Which one is number 3 for Home Alone? Which one's the one where he goes to New York and there's like the homeless dude? That's the second one, right? A says, today's question, can Colin draw? I can, but not very well. Like, I'm not trained or anything. I haven't spent a lot of time on it. But when I was bored, I would just doodle. My grandpa, though, was a painter, an artist. He did landscapes, and he also worked for Disney. He painted the backgrounds in movies like Snow White.
I think it's fair to say that Season 1 of The Witcher didn't exactly set the world on fire when it premiered back in 2019. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was a show that I could best describe as a diamond in the rough. A compelling main character with an intriguing premise, let down by haphazard
I just want to set your bra on fire, baby.
world building, a confused and convoluted narrative, and an unnecessary focus on side characters that left the protagonist...
Number 3 is the one where they first rebooted it with a new kid. Yeah, I didn't see that one. So yeah, that one got two good ones as well, even though the second one's like a pretty much just rehashed version of the first one.
Feeling like
I like them both though.
an afterthought in his own show. All the right ingredients were definitely there, but they didn't quite gel together into a satisfying end product. But what the heck?
I liked all 3 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles though as well. Like, a lot of people lampoon the third one. I don't know, though. I like it. It's charming. Maybe it's just because I like Japan so much.
Hell, it was good enough for me to give it a second chance with Season 2. After all, plenty of shows get off to a rocky start before finding their feet and going on to better things, and maybe that would be the case with The Witcher. So now that Season 2's been and gone, has it actually learned its lesson? Well, the short answer is yes and no. It's definitely corrected some of the narrative.
Home Alone 3 is about some random kid and 4 terrorists recovering a North Korean missile chips. That is very weird. Who the hell wrote that? I was like, must have wrote that on the same coke bender that Stephen King was on when he wrote It.
Problems
They were just doing lines together the whole weekend.
that were so off-putting in Season 1, and there's
Alright,
clearly
we'll just
been
bang
an
this
attempt
out
to
in
frame
about
the
an
story
hour.
in a
Yeah,
wider
that script looks
context,
good. Send
bringing
it
in
off.
some of the all-important world building that was so lacking before, but there's still some persistent problems.
Fuck.
And in order to understand the good and bad about this show, allow me to illuminate you. So the action picks up right after
Did they fix the ball sack armor? Because that was... I don't understand some of the design decisions in these shows.
the climactic battle at the end of Season 1. With the battle all but lost, the sorceress Yennefer used forbidden fire magic to destroy the invading Nilfgaardian army,
Forbidden
apparently
fire magic?
vaporizing herself
Since when is fire magic forbidden?
In the process. But then the story's like, nah, it'll be fine, and she wakes up in the forest the next morning. We've all been there, lass. Unfortunately, she partied a bit too hard the night before, and now she's lost her
Hey, Keegan, how's it going?
Hello there.
magic ability. But before she can figure out what the fuck just happened to her, she gets captured by diverse female sorceress, who then gets captured by strong female elf leader. Damn, people just can't stop getting captured in this fucking show. Then the 3 strong female characters go into an underground tunnel and have a vision of what they want
Baba
most
Yaga.
in life. No, not that. This vision leads to an alliance between diverse female sorceress and strong female elf leader.
What show are we watching? We're watching a review on The Witcher Season 2 by Critical Drinker, because I'm trying to make up my mind about whether I want to give Season 1 a chance. Cowpoke seems to like Season 2. He binged like the whole thing.
While Yennefer learns that if she wants to get her magic back, she has to track down Ciri and deliver her to an evil witch that got banished to a magical cabin on legs. The evil witch...
Dude, I remember a game I played when I was a kid that had this house in it. It's like Baba Yaga's house. It was such a good game. What was that called? It was it Heroes of Might and Magic? I'm gonna play that on stream one day.
Female elf leader, while Yennefer
Good night, Ceres.
learns that if she wants to get her magic back, she has to track down Ciri and deliver her to an evil witch that got banished to a magical cabin on legs. The evil witch wants to possess Ciri so she can open a portal back to her own dimension and use it to summon the Wild Hunt to fuck things up for everyone. Speaking of which, Ciri's finally been united with Geralt, who takes her to the Witcher stronghold at Kaer Morhen so we can learn more about her.
Hey,
and before you know it, she's training to become a Witcher by
Kaer
playing
Morhen.
Total Wipeout and experiencing a series of spectacular fails. Seriously, how can you fuck up something as simple as this? The more Geralt learns about Ciri, the more he
Hey,
realizes
at least
how
she
you
actually
fuck up
has
something as
flaws,
simple
even if her flaws are kind of dumb. And also unrealistic. Her flaws are almost as unrealistic as Rey's perfection.
as
Like, seriously, how do you fuck that up? The child Ciri in the game did a hell of a lot better than that. She's got the elder blood. She's got all of these advantages. She's not going to get knocked off by one pillar like that.
in a series of spectacular fails.
Unless she was trying to do sword katas and backflipping at the same time.
Seriously, how can you fuck up something as simple as this? The more Geralt learns about Ciri, the more he realizes how important she really is. Not only does she have the power of chaos magic inside her, which would make her a powerful sorceress in her own right, but she also has elder blood running through her veins, which is a key component needed to produce more Witchers. This unique combination of magical bullshit gives her the ability to tear open the fabric of time and space,
Magical
allowing her
bullshit.
to travel to different worlds and allowing creatures to cross over into theirs. The upshot here is that Ciri literally has the power to reshape or even destroy the entire world, and because of that, she's now got a giant target on her back.
But she can't walk across a wooden post, huh?
The Nilfgaardians, the strong female elf leader, the diverse female sorceress, Yennefer, Vesemir, the evil witch, and fucking Dog the bounty hunter all want
Power to control or, destroy the entire universe. But if pulled over, ma'am, could you please walk a straight line for me? Arrested.
her for various reasons. To borrow a phrase from Nerdrotic, she's literally the girl who's the key to everything. Which conveniently enough brings me along to one of my first criticisms. Season 1 very much felt like Yennefer
Ciri would not be wearing a dress like that. Especially not in Kaer Morhen. Ciri is a tomboy. She doesn't, unless she's forced to wear a dress like that, she doesn't. Why do you change these silly little things to the detriment of your own show?
the strong female elf leader, the diverse female sorceress, for everything. Which conveniently enough brings me along to one of my first criticisms. Season 1 very much felt like Yennefer's story rather than Geralt's, which is kind of weird in a show that's literally called The Witch.
Miker says, I've heard a lot of good things about Cobra Kai, which is kind of a reboot of the Karate Kid series. I wouldn't say reboot, I'd say continuation. But yeah, I really like Cobra Kai. So far, hopefully they don't screw it up. But so far I really like it.
Sure, but whatever.
In fact, I think the new season is supposed to be coming out in like a few months, right?
rightly assumed that season 2 would focus more on Geralt and Ciri now that they were finally together, and well, I was half right. Make no mistake.
But yeah, that's one of the rare instances where they actually got it right when they revisited an older IP or tried to continue it. Dexter New Blood was another example of that. You know, I watched the first 4 seasons of Dexter, and then recently watched the last 4 seasons, and then Dexter New Blood, and they did a great job with New Blood after all this time. I think it probably helped a lot that the show creator, you know, the creator of the book series, he wrote some of the episodes, and he had a big hand in the show and shaping what happened. So that always helps. You know, instead of the Amazon just buying the IP from a widower or something who doesn't really know what they're doing, how they're getting... Hold on, I gotta replace my headphone battery. I cannot hear anything. But yeah, it's a lot better if they just respect the source material.
Season is very much Ciri's story. I mean, what they actually do with her isn't terrible, and it's nice to see the character given some room to breathe and grow, instead of being a walking MacGuffin that everyone's fighting over like last season. She actually has to struggle and fail to learn new skills.
No more
she has
muffins
to train
for you.
hard and earn respect.
The muffin shop
and
is closed, mister. Welcome back, Lady Empathy.
Some reverence for her elders, instead of coming across like a smug, insufferable twat who already knows everything. Freya Allan seems to have aged
I bypassed the compressor.
about 5 years between seasons, which is no bad thing, because Ciri needed to have more presence and self-confidence now, and thank fuck the makeup department finally saw fit to give her.
Yeah, she looks a lot better now. I gotta say, I do prefer when people have eyebrows. Keegan says, Colin, did you ever watch the Dune movie? Nope, not yet. That's something I'm gonna try to watch like within the next week or 2.
Her eyebrows. Now, to be fair, Geralt is still around, and it's nice.
Ignore the announcer. I'll have to refund you that ticket. It is an erroneous announcement.
To see him do some actual monster hunting again, but for the most part, he's not really central to the narrative. He's more of a framing device used to get important information across to the audience and support other characters with whatever they need to do. We're still given almost no insight into his personal history, his perspective on things, or even his overall goals and motivation.
Yeah, imagine that. You have a show called The Witcher, and then you don't even make it feel like he's the main character.
He just really wants to protect Ciri because... reasons. And it's a shame.
This really should be called the Ciri and Yennefer show, featuring The Witcher.
Really, because Henry Cavill...
Ciri and Yennefer featuring The Witcher.
...is without doubt the best thing in this fucking show. He's cool, he's physically imposing, he's great in the fight scenes, and he's got real charisma and screen presence, which makes it weird and frustrating that the writers seem determined to have him play second fiddle to Ciri and Yennefer. Speaking of Yennefer, the script gives her an excessive amount of screen time for what she actually accomplishes this season. A lot of what she does in the first half amounts to pointless busy work, designed to eat up screen time and keep her in a holding pattern until it's time to reunite with Geralt and Ciri. I mean, I like the idea of her...
Like, he's the main draw of the show, but you don't feature him as much as you should.
Struggling to survive in a hostile world without the magic powers she's come to rely on, but I feel like the show never really commits to this. It would have been interesting to see her really go through the mill, broken down and humiliated like when we first met her, but for the most part she's able to bluff and bullshit her way through pretty much any...
This looks like, this looks like a scene from Saw.
When we first met her, but for the most part she's able to bluff and bullshit her way through pretty much any situation. She's always got another trick up her sleeve, another scathing put down, another little ploy to keep her opponents off balance. I guess my point here is that it might have been good to see her fall just a little further to make her rise seem all the more impactful, but whatever. The scriptwriters definitely seem to like her, and I know this because the first 3 episodes basically consist of every single character in the show endlessly harping on about how super awesome and brave and epic she was, and how...
Oh, she's getting the Michael treatment from Star Trek Discovery. Instead of showing how cool someone is, you just tell the audience how cool they are, like Captain Marvel. You're so cool, you're so strong, you're so brave, you're so funny, girl. Having your, the best friend character talk up the main character instead of actually building up the character through show, don't tell.
The world is going to be a cold and lonely place without her. There really is such a thing as show, don't tell.
Yeah, seriously, if you have to tell the audience what the character is from, some soundboard character, then you failed as a storyteller.
Saying, the other downside to her little escape and evasion subplot is that it brings her back into contact with Jaskier, who is, without fucking question, the worst thing in this entire show.
Hugging. We are hugging.
Fuck.
He's still an insufferable, ridiculous prick who almost gets his friends killed on multiple occasions through sheer fucking stupidity.
I'm sorry, but something about that guy's character design, like that wig, I'm pretty sure. It's just the whole costume is just insufferable. I want to punch him in the face.
His actor still plays him like he flounced in off the street and decided to roll with it, and he doesn't just chew up the scenery, he takes off and nukes the entire site from orbit.
It's the only way to be sure.
Also, I can't shake the feeling that he acts like some kind of proxy for the writers. Like when a character makes a meta-reference to how convoluted and confusing the first season was, and Jaskier spends the next 5 minutes berating him for being too boneheaded to understand its genius. Yeah, we see what you're doing there, and it's not particularly funny. You made your show too fucking complicated, and nobody understood what the fuck was happening.
Look at all those soy faces. Soy smile, soy smile.
Happening. Deal with it. On the technical side of things, there is a slight improvement over season 1. The CGI's better and more convincing. There's decent establishing shots to give you a better...
Yeah, really good job on Kaer Morhen there. I think Shad would be happy with that. He probably has done a review on this design.
Better sense of where you are, and the cinematography is generally pretty solid. I just wish the colour palette was as diverse as the casting though. I just can't decide which area was my favourite. The grey castle, the brown castle, the grey village, the grey mountaintop, the brownish grey forest, or the other grey castle. Game of Thrones, whatever its faults, was smart enough to give each location a distinct look and feel so that you always knew where the action was happening. One look at the lighting, the architecture and the costumes was usually enough to tell you whether you were in Winterfell, King's Landing, the Iron Islands, Dorne, or Essos.
Yeah, except for the last season and the last few episodes where it was just dark and you couldn't see anything. Like the, up in the north, you couldn't see shit for that whole battle. And they wasted the Night King.
This was pretty important because it helped to build a picture of a complex, living, believable world with well-defined cultures and nations. But The Witcher is...
Again, up until the last season.
Is mostly just a generic mass of people and places all haphazardly thrown in together with no sense of structure or geography, and the show's insistence on having people from wildly different ethnicities all mixed in together doesn't exactly help the audience develop a strong sense of location.
Hey, they got the Amazon Lord of the Rings show
slowly
treatment.
pulling itself out of the mire
I'm
and
sure
finding
that'll
its
turn
own
out
voice.
so well.
It's definitely improving, the characters are growing on me, and the world of The Witcher feels a little bigger and more fleshed out than it did before.
They're totally gonna Wheel of Time the Silmarillion, or whatever it's called.
The problem is that I'm not sure it's really happening fast enough to get people on board and build the momentum it needs to break through into mainstream success. What this show really needed was an epic, triumphant second season that hit the ground running and didn't let up until the explosive finale. Instead, it kind of stumbled out of the gate, cautious and uncertain, taking its time to build momentum and only really hitting its stride in the last couple of episodes. I really hope it's enough to keep things going, because I think there's a great show buried underneath all the flaws and problems. Netflix just needs to find a way to get to it. Anyway, that's all I've got for today.
Go away now. Good video. Thank you, Sir Drinker. Alright. So, let's get started on some Final Fantasy. To turn my heater off, it's stifling in here. Alright, let me plug my controller in. Alright, so the resolution is right. Doing the first time setup here. Okay. I'll use cloud saving. Huh. Not sure if my controller's working. What the hell? Okay. So guess my controller's not gonna work. What a shame. Probably gonna have to use a... Oh, wait, hold on. Nope, I thought I was gonna recognize, but I guess not. Okie dokie. Holy shit. All right. I'm gonna have to rebind these keys. Speaking of nostalgia, this is a hugely nostalgic game for me. I think it came out when I was like 11 or 12. Had a huge impact on me. Still my favorite RPG. Oopsie. Accidentally downsized it. Okay, I guess I broke the game. A smashing beginning. Off to a great start. Hold on, let me rebind some keys on this game real quick. Real to the quick. Okay. That's good to go. Let's try this again. Little chocobo. This time, no downsizing. I think I forgot to set the game too. So on the halfway point, I'm gonna have to remember to do that. Yeah, this came out in 1997, so I was 11 years old. I think it was it was either the first or one of the first games that had CGI in it and was like 3D. Square Enix actually spent a lot of money on this game. One of the most expensive games ever to make, or ever made so far. Alright. So this currently is completely vanilla, but I think next time I'll probably try some mods. Do like some texture upgrades and stuff. Come on, newcomer, follow me. Shit, how do I run? Stuck. Walking. Here. Alright, let me rebind some keys. Again. There we go. Insert. Yeah. That should be good. Cancelled and current cancel. All right. On guard. Gotta get my controller working. One of the best parts of this series is the music by Nobuo Uematsu. I'm gonna change that keybind, make it spacebar. Gotta speed fast. I know there's a button to do run all the time. It's not that one. Ah, well, we'll do it manually. Wow, you used to be in Soldier, huh? Not every day you find one in a group like Avalanche. Soldier? Aren't they the enemy? What's he doing with us in Avalanche? He was in Soldier, Jesse. But he quit and is with us. And is with us now. I didn't catch your name. Cloud. Cloud, huh? I don't care what your names are. Once this job's over, I'm out of here. The hell you all doing? I thought I told you never to move in a group. Our target's the North Mako reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. Ex-soldier, huh? I don't trust you. I'm trying to do like my best Mr. T impression. That's basically what this character's based on. The legend himself, Mr. T. Press the directional buttons while pressing cancel to run. Look at those stellar graphics. Cutting edge. Machine gun! Machine gun! Easy. Wonder if I can fix the aspect ratio as well. I don't think so. Unfortunately. Save cursor. No. Oopsie. Yeah. Yo, this is your first time in the reactor? No, after all, I did work for Shinra, you know. The planet's full of Mako energy. People here use it every day. It's the lifeblood of this planet, but Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines. I'm not here for a lecture. Let's just do it. Alright, you come with me from now on. I'm keeping an eye on you. Surprise, motherfucker! It's my personal dokes. Onk. Code deciphered. Push that button over there. Switch on. Little by little, the reactors drain out all the life. Then that'll be that. It's not my problem. The planet's dying, Cloud. The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the robo-guards come. Do not come. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. Wait for me. Dar. Yeah. Push OK in front of the ladder to grab onto it. Then use the directional button to climb up and down. Received the pot. Yeah. Ba ba da 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 da. Did you die already? I don't want to use that yet. Let's use some of that pot to top ourselves off. Wait to pot Cloud up. What do I set to menu? Received restore materia. Let's see, who can I equip that to? Oh, that's right, I can't. Can't do that yet. When we blow this place, ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of junk. Cloud, you set the bomb. Shouldn't you do it? Just do it. I gotta watch to make sure you don't pull nothing. Fine, I'll do it. Watch out. This isn't just a reactor. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong, Cloud? Hurry it up. Yeah, sorry. The voices in my head were talking to me. Heads up, here it comes. Do not come. Yeah, it's gonna come all over us. Alrighty then. Alright, fancy pants. You're gonna be my field medic. Limit. Ah, shit. So don't attack when its tail's up. Remember that. Defend. Defend. Now attack. Empathy says, the tail always seems to be up. Yeah, it's the worst when you have an attack already queued and then you get killed because it attacks later on with the tail up. Alright, I think it's about to raise the tail again. I made it in time. Easy. Ba dun 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 da. Love it. Love the sound. Assault gun. Another toy for Barrett. Come on, let's get out of here. 10 minutes to detonation. 10 minutes to detonation. Oopsie. Wrong way. Let's save it. Dang it. Forgot how to run. No way. I face the other way. Ah, little trick for the Final Fantasy series. If you get back attacked, just run away real quick and then you'll face the right way. But I gotta get my controller working. I don't know how to do that. What's the keybind is for this? Quit splooging on me. That timing. Kill them all. Time for some more pot. Give it to me. I do not have time to fight everyone. I have to figure out how to run. How to run from every battle. Excuse me, how to strategically, tactically retreat. Pick my battles. So we could let Jessie die here, but I think we'll save her. Come here, Jessie. My leg got stuck. Thanks. You're welcome. Never say you never did nothing for you. She was about to nod off too. Safety of the trouble. Dang it. Alright, so how do I run away? I do not have time to fight every single person. We're all gonna die. Run for your lives. Code deciphered. Code deciphered. Come on, Jesse, a klutz. That's 2-year-old me, Junior. Kaboom. That should keep the planet going, at least a little longer. Yeah. Okay, now everyone get back. Roast pork. Alright, now everyone, let's get out of here. Rendezvous at Sector 8 station. Split up and get on the train. Hey. If it's about your money, wait until we get back. I want my money now. Give it to me now. Excuse me? What happened? Nothing, hey. You'd better get out of here. Really? I don't know what's going on, but all right. I wonder what that is on the wall over there. Let's see. Don't be fooled by Shinra. Mako energy doesn't last forever. Mako is the planet's life source. The end's in sight. Protectors of the planet. Avalanche. Hey, that's my group. Hey, you there. Shinra soldiers. Later. 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 That's as far as you go. I don't have time to mess around with you guys. Hey, Sir Hippo, how's it going?
Hello there.
Good evening. Cloud never came. Oh, he came. Cloud, think he was killed? No way. Cloud. Say, do you think Cloud's... Oh, that's Biggs. Going to stay on and fight for Avalanche? How the hell would I know? Do I look like a mind reader? If y'all weren't such screw-ups. Hey, Barrett, what about our money? Nothing, sorry. Cloud! Looks like I'm a little late. You damn right you're late. Come waltzing in here making a big scene. It's no big scene, just what I always do. Shit. Having everyone worried like that. You don't give a damn about no one but yourself. You were worried about me? What? That's coming out of your share, hotshot. Wake up. We're moving out. Follow me. I'm gonna have to work on my Barrett voice. Hey, Cloud, you were great back there. Cloud, we'll do even better next time. Careful, I'll shut this. Oh, Cloud, your face is pitch black. There you go. Say, thanks for helping me back there at the reactor. You're welcome. Last train out of Sector 8 station. Last stop is Sector 7, train graveyard. Expected time of arrival is 12:23 a.m. Midgard Standard Time. Hipster Hippo says, oh, my brother plays the remake for this game on our PS5. That's not the sound of jealousy, that's the sound of me being happy for you. This is why I hate the oh wait, this is why I hate the last train. Oh boy. This is my house, so make yourselves at home. Bums. This bum's house. You see the headlines in the Shinra Times? The terrorists that bombed the #1 reactor are based somewhere in the slums. Blowing up a reactor. They sure put some thought into this one. They must have a real calculating leader. I wonder what they'll do next. Stop acting like a damn kid. Sit down and shut up. This train hasn't switched to security mode yet. I'm sure that'll change by tomorrow. Someday, Avalanche is gonna be famous. And me too. Hey, Cloud. You want to take a look at this with me? It's a map of the Midgar rail system. Let's look at it together. I'll explain it to you. I like this kind of stuff. Bombs and monitors, you know, flashy stuff. Oh yeah? Well, I can introduce you to my camera. Sure you'll love it. Okay, it's about to start. Man, she's really easy to please. This is a complete model of the city of Midgar. It's about a 1/10,000th scale. The top plate is about 50 meters above ground. A main pillar supports the plate in the center, and there are other support pillars built in each section. Psst. The #1 reactor we blew up was in the northern section. Then there's #2. #3 all the way up to the #8 reactor. The 8 reactor provides Midgar with electricity, or the 8 reactors provide Midgar with electricity. Each town used to have a name, but no one in Midgar remembers them. Instead of names, we refer to them by numbered sectors. That's how things turned out. Phew. Look at what's next. Look! It's porn! This is the route the train's on. The route spirals around the main pillar. We should be coming around the center right now. Each checkpoint has an ID sensor device. It checks the identities and backgrounds of each passenger on the train and is linked to the central data bank at Shinra headquarters. We definitely look suspicious, so we're using fake IDs. Speak of the devil. That light means we're in the ID security check area. When the lights go off, you never know what kind of creeps will come out. We're almost back now. What a relief. Bon appetit, Lady Empathy. Yummy. Please, don't bother the other passengers. Or what? You gonna billy club me to the face? Look, you can see the surface now. This city don't have no day or night. If that blade weren't there, we could see the sky. A floating city. Pretty unsettling scenery. Huh? Never expect to hear that out of someone like you. You just full of surprises. The upper world, a city on a plate. It's because of that fucking pizza that people underneath are suffering. Fucking and the city below is full of polluted air. On top of that, the reactors keep draining up all the energy. Then why doesn't everyone move on to the plate? Don't know, probably because they ain't got no money. Or maybe because they love their land, no matter how polluted it gets. I know no one lives in the slums because they want to. It's like this train. It can't run anywhere except where its rails take it. Choo-choo. Yo, get over here, all y'all. I'm gonna have a better Barrett voice next time. This mission was a success, but don't get lazy now. The hard part's still to come. Don't y'all be scared of that explosion. Because the next one's gonna be bigger than that. Meet me back at the hideout. Move out. Aye, aye, Captain. Alrighty, so I guess, yeah, there's a save point. Alright, so we'll do the, we'll save it real quick, and then I'm gonna take my halfway break. And I shall be back in a few minutes.
perhaps this. Second place, another year. Second, 472. Second place, another year. Second, 472. Second place, another year. Second, 472. Second place, another year. Second, watermelon.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Sunshine, watermelon.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Sunshine, wicked, watermelon.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Sunshine, watermelon.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Sunshine,
472. Second place, another year. Second, 472. Second place, another year. Second, 472. Second place, another year. Second, 472. Second place, another year. Second.
My father and my father.
I must
the bond.
Forces on Hawaii.
At the bond.
You're so. Yeah, I guess so. Forces on Hawaii.
At the bond.
Lucas, do you copy?
At the bond.
Lucas, do you copy? Find.
At the bond.
Do you realize what you've said?
I should do. It's pounded in my brain often enough, asleep and awake, in the drowsy fantasy moment of every lonely dawn. Oh, come on. What's your answer?
You've taken my breath away.
What's your answer?
If I tell my mom and she tells your mom, would you sign up? If I tell my mom and she tells your mom, Lucas, do you copy?
Lucas, do you copy? Find.
If I tell my mom and she tells your mom, would you sign up? If I tell my mom and she tells your mom, Lucas, do you copy?
Lucas, do you copy? Find.
Welcome back. So let me change the game name here real quick. Whew, I cannot remember the last time I had to piss that bad. Sitting there for like half the fucking break, just pissing. Psst. Like a racehorse. That's what happens when you chug like a liter of coffee before the stream begins. Okay, let me change this real quick. Hello, Lady Empathy says, yes, Queen, Harry Potter. Yes, indeed. The opening and intermission and all that stuff was themed for some of the stories I was going to be covering, and then decide not to until tomorrow. You know, because I have to more thoroughly read, because I had like 10 different articles. But one of them pertained to Harry Potter, and also some anti-Semitic accusations. And I was gonna do some reactions on that. But plans changed. Wah wah. So yeah, it's the theme of my stuff isn't exactly matching. Otherwise, I would have had Final Fantasy themed stuff, as I will for the next Final Fantasy stream. Come on, I'm trying to change this freaking game name so people can actually see I'm streaming this. Uno momento. Edit. Game name. Game. It's not even in the gaming section. It was in the entertainment section. All right, now we're good to go. After I cough my lungs out. Ah, yes. The Expelliarmus spell. That's what a good canna hit is. Expelliarmus. I'm saying it like an Irish dude. An Irish dude. Expelliarmus. It's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa. Okay. Close that. Close that. And that. Hey, good, it didn't crash. What's your favorite line, Lady Empathy? She's so sassy. Leviosa, not Leviosa. Yeah, they definitely got the right person with a... Oh shit, that's loud. They definitely got someone with a snarky attitude to play the snarky Hermione. Oh, it used to annoy me so bad. Before the movie came out, I read the books before the movie came out, or at least the ones that were out up to that point. I think only the second or third book was out by the time the first movie came out. But some other people, some of my other friends, the Van Orden family, they would pronounce Hermione as Hermione. That would annoy me to no end. Because, you know, I would pronounce it Hermione. And they would always say Hermione. Fuck, stop it, no! Books are always better. I agree. Like 99% of the time. Explosions! Explosions! Oh man, Avalanche is so cool! Did you hear? Don't care. Oh, well, excuse me. Cloud's a cold one. Sirippo says, I guess people didn't know until the movies. So many of the names were spoken wrong. Okay, go on ahead. Yeah, that happens with a lot of books. Papa! I do not know how to do a little girl's voice. I don't think I have the range for that. Marlene, are you gonna say anything to Cloud? Welcome home, Cloud. Looks like everything went well. Oh wait, no, that's Tifa. Tifa or Tifa? I don't know. I always grew up thinking in my head or saying it as Tifa or Tifa? Yeah, Tifa. We'll say it Tifa. That's how they say it in the movies. Typing like you're drunk. I'm talking like I'm drunk. Welcome home, Cloud. Looks like everything went well. Hold on, let me hydrate. Let me wet my throat. Did you fight with Barrett? Yeah. I should have known. He's always pushing people around, and you've always been in fights ever since you were little. Hippo's like, I'm existing like I'm drunk. Can you imagine a hippo that just lives in a tank of beer? I was worried. Tifa. When my brother-in-law, I think I was like 12 or 13, I recommended this to the guy that my sister married. He was this bum musician who didn't have a job. He would have like music gigs and stuff, but they were kind of irregular. So he was kind of deadbeat, but he was, I would say, moderately gifted as a musician. But when he played this game, he named all the characters like the funniest shit. Like, what did he name Cloud? It was something like, I don't remember, but he would name him the weirdest things. Funny. I've always just gone canon. I'm so glad everyone's safe. Oh, Cloud. Tiffy really knows how to cook. Anyway, let me tell you something. I'm not interested in your stories. Oh, well, forget it then. Hey, Wedge, you're getting all excited. Stop making such a fuss. Moderately gifted. I mean, it's like alternative music that he was doing. So he could definitely be on the radio is what I'm saying. But I wouldn't consider him one of the greatest of all time or anything like that. But definitely radio worthy. I can make you a star, kid. Nothing like that first drink after a job. Why don't you have one too? Yeah, why not? That's more like it. Even if you weren't soldier, you're still a rookie here, so you'd better listen to whatever I tell you. Fat chance. Sorry, Cloud. Marlene seems a little shy. Might have to nail down these voices. I think I have to go outside. Oh, okay. Sort of go outside. Papa, welcome home. The kid's got vitiligo. You alright, Barrett? Great! Great! Like Tony the Tiger. Get in here, fools. We're starting the meeting. See what Tiff has to say. Sit down. How about something to drink? Give me something hard. Yeah, I like it hard. Just a minute, I'll make one for you. Shaken, not stirred. You know, I'm relieved you made it back safely. What's with you all of a sudden? That job wasn't even tough. I guess not. You weren't soldier. Make sure you get your pay from Barrett. Don't worry. Once I get that money, I'm out of here. Cloud, are you feeling all right? Yeah, why? No reason. You just look a little tired, I guess. Yeah, I'm always tired. The Santa Claus reference.
You think I'm a little too uptight?
No.
Well, that's okay. Don't worry about me. I don't look like it, but I'm a coward at heart.
Now you do look like a coward. Yo, Cloud. There's something I want to ask you. Was there anyone from Soldier fighting us today? None. I'm positive. You sound pretty sure. If there was anyone from Soldier, you wouldn't be standing here now. Don't go thinking you're so bad just because you was in Soldier. Yeah, you're strong. Probably all them guys in Soldier are. But don't forget that your skinny ass is working for Avalanche now. Don't get no ideas about hanging on to Shinra. Staying with Shinra? You asked me a question and I answered it. That's all. I'm going upstairs. I want to talk about my money. Wait, Cloud. Tifa, let him go. Looks like he still misses the Shinra. Shut up. I don't care about neither Shinra nor Soldier. That was a weird translation. I care about neither Shinra nor Soldier. But don't get me wrong. I don't care about Avalanche or the planet for that matter.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Listen, Cloud, I'm asking you, please join us. Sorry, Tifa. The planet is dying. Slowly but surely it's dying. Someone has to do something. So let Barrett and his buddies do something about it. It's got nothing to do with me. So you're really leaving? Just going to walk right out, ignoring your childhood friend? What? How can you say that? You forgot the promise, too. Promise? So you did forget. Remember, Cloud? It was 7 years ago. Look, the well. Do you remember? Yeah, back then. I thought you would never come. Do not come. And I was getting a little cold. Sorry I'm late. You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Come this spring, I'm leaving town for Midgar. All the boys are leaving town. But I'm different from them. I'm not just gonna find a job. I want to join Soldier. I'm gonna be the best there is, just like Sephiroth. Sephiroth? The great Sephiroth? Isn't it hard to join Soldier? I probably won't be able to come back to this town for a while. Huh? You laughing at me, bitch? If you make it, will you be in the newspapers? I'll try. Hey, let's make a promise. If you get really famous and I'm ever in a bind, you'll come save me, alright? What? What the fuck? If I'm ever in trouble, my hero will come and rescue me. I want to experience that at least once. What? Girls are weird. Come on, promise me. All right, I promise. When you wish upon a star. You remember now, don't you? Our promise? I'm not a hero and I'm not famous, so I can't keep our promise. But you got your childhood dream, didn't you? You joined Soldier. So come on, you've got to keep your promise. Wait a sec, big time soldier. A promise is a promise. Here. Receive Barrett's stash 1500 Gil. This is my pay? Don't make me laugh. What? Then you'll... Well, let me take a drink. You got the next mission lined up? I'll do it for 3,000. What? It's okay, it's okay. We're really hurting for help, right? That
Money's for Marlene's schooling. 2,000.
Thanks, Cloud. Don't say I never did nothing for you. Good morning, Cloud. Did you sleep well? Barrett's snoring kept me up. Psst. Keep it down, they'll hear you. Barrett's always edgy before an operation. I'm going this time. Look at Marlene, she's like 5 years old behind the counter. Expert bartender. Teaching her some real life skills. Our target's a Sector 5 reactor. Head for the station first. I'll fill you in on the train. Yo, Cloud. Before the next mission, I got something I want to ask you. I don't really know how to use materia. I'll give you that materia we found. Just teach me how to use it. You wouldn't understand. What a cunt. So this is what makes them guys in Soldier so great, huh? Okay, I'll ask Jesse again later. But you're in charge of the materia. Materia system unlocked. Cloud, I got a message from the weapon shop man upstairs. He has something he wants to give you, don't forget. Marlene, you watch the store while we're gone. All right, good luck. All right, you just try not to burn down the place while we're gone, all right, Marlene? Or get alcohol poisoning, or poison a customer, or get abducted, or any of the number of things that could go wrong in our absence while you're completely unsupervised. Okay, bye. Slammed her door in my face. Well, hello to you too, lady. He used to give us nothing but headaches when he was here, but now that he's gone, we kind of miss him. Strange, isn't it? I think this is Zach's family. Is it? I think so. I wonder if my son's already left. When it's just my wife and I here, you have no idea how lonesome it gets. Alright, man upstairs.
Hey, wait a minute, you. You can't just walk out of here without buying something. Might be unhealthy for you, if you know what I mean.
Well, you just try to make an issue. What's the hopping save point?
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
I guess I'm not on it. Dang it. Good night, Sir Hippo. Oops. Let me get this materia. All materia. Hey, you got one right off. That was materia. Next, take this. Treasure chest. Received ether. Excellent. Woof woof. How to use the buttons. Yeah, I know how to do that. Let me be, let me free. To move my phalanges. Yeah. Come on. Here we go. Okay, I don't think I can go any higher. Oh yeah, I can. I think the inn is up here. This is a slum, so don't think you can stay for free. What are you gonna do? Doesn't just seeing the bed make you sleepy? Alright, I'll pay you 10 Jill. Sweet dreams, Pops. Whew. Flea-ridden bed. Lady Empathy says, I need coffee if I'm gonna watch the Book of Boba. I guess that's coming out soon, huh? Was it midnight that it comes out? Yes, well, I'm gonna only go for about half an hour longer, and then I'm gonna end the stream. And then I too shall watch the Boba episode 3. Organize my materia real quick. Empathy says 3 a.m. and it's 12:56 or 12:55 a.m. I think I'll keep that on. It's got the highest magic. Make her my medic. She needs better. She needs 2 linked materia gear. See if this weapons guy's got it. Give me good gear.
Wait a minute, you. Buy something for me or I'll break your legs.
Do you? Alright, iron bangle. Need something linked. Dang it. Let's get a few of these. Oh, hey.
Get my friend on the second floor to teach ya.
No thanks. Onward. All aboard! All aboard the pain train. Yo. This ain't no private car, so split up. Hoodlums again. God, don't I just have all the luck? You say something? I said, you say something. Now look at that. You got empty all of a sudden. What's going on? Damn. It's empty because of guys like you. You've seen the news, right? Avalanche says there'll be more bombings. Only devoted employees like me would go to Midgar on a day like today. You work for Shinra? I won't give in to violence. Barrett. Shit, you lucky son of a bitch. So, what are we gonna do now? Shit. The hell you so calm? You're busting up my rhythm. Looks like they just finished connecting the cars. We're finally leaving. So what's our next target? Ha! This the Mr. Serious about his work. Alright, I'll tell you. Jesse's probably already told you, but there's a security checkpoint at the top plate. It's an ID scan system checking all the trains. Which Shinra is very proud of. We can't use our fake IDs anymore.
Good morning and welcome to Midgar Lines. Arrival time at Sector 4 station is 11:45.
That means we've only got 3 more minutes to the ID checkpoint. Alright, in 3 minutes we're jumping off this train. Got it? Cloud, come over here. Let's look at the railway map monitor. What is it with chicks in this game and looking at this monitor? Looks like you've seen this already. It's alright. Come a little closer. Yeah, baby. That's odd. The ID checkpoint was supposed to be further down.
Type A security alert. Unidentified passengers confirmed. A search of all cars will be conducted. Repeat, Type A security alert. Unidentified passengers confirmed. A search of all cars will be conducted.
What's happening? What's going on? It literally just said what's happening. We're in trouble. I'll explain later. Hurry, get to the next car. Shit, someone blew it.
Unidentified passengers located in car number 1. Preparing for lockdown.
Shit, let's go. Keep up.
Car number 1 locked down. Upgrading to level 2 warning.
Hurry! They're locking the door, sir.
Unidentified passenger located in car number 2. Preparing for lockdown.
Just run. changing to plan 2.
Car number 2 locked down. Upgrading to warning level 3.
Alright, we clear? Not yet. They're starting another check. If we're caught, we're done for. But don't worry, if we move up the train car by car, we should get past it.
Move, Barrett.
Unidentified passengers moving to front of train. Currently tracking location. Damn it, you bastard.
Give me my money back.
That's right, you're busted. Run! Run! Oh, fuck.
Car number 3 locked down. Upgrading to warning level 4. Car number 4 locked down. Upgrading to maximum security alert.
Move, Tifa. Alright, we made it. Yo, this way. Let's go. We're gonna dive out of here. It's me, Jesse. How do I look, Cloud? Smashing. Do I look good in a Shinra uniform? Not now. Just concentrate on our plan. You're right, sorry. Scary, huh? Too late for that now. Why'd you come along anyway? Because... Hey, you two. Ain't no time for that. Yeah, I've made up my mind. Watch closely. I'm gonna jump. You don't care if I go first. A leader always stays to the end. Don't worry about me, just go. Yo, don't go getting your spiky ass hurt. It's only the beginning of the mission. Later, you take care of the rest.
Geronimo!
Good. So far, everything's going as planned. Don't let your guard down till we get to Sector 5 reactor. Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse got everything ready for us, so move it.
Moving on now to the east side.
The reactor's just down this tunnel. Can I have a turn? Thank you. Kill them now. I love that final pose on Tifa. Gotta stay limber. Stretch it out. Those big old chesticles. Those light beams are the Shinra security sensors. We can't go any further. On a bet. Down the poop chute. That's one damn tiny hole. You tell me you gotta squeeze into that to get under the plate? No way. Yo, Cloud, what we gonna do? Go down. But damn, man, that thing's giving me the chills. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Received ether. Get in the hole. Ah! The ether juice. Juice. Actually, I'm gonna use lightning. Lightning. Oh, I don't have all. I've got that on restore. Kill them now. Why are you picking on Tifa? Hit one of the tanks. Stop hitting Tifa. At least she'll have her limit break. Wow, wow. Wow. There's Wedge. Booty. Cloud booty. Hey, Jesse, how's it going? I'm sorry. The ID scan problem on the train was all my fault. I modified your ID card, and that's what did it. I did my best, but I failed. Next time, I'll give you something better. I'll be back at the hideout in my research room working on it. All right. Made these vents so infested. Call 1-800-TERMINEX. We'll take care of your pest problem. Ah, shit, I should go save her a limit break. No! No, I take it back. I take it all back. Give me my limit break back. Wah-wah. Alright, let's go this way. Get in the hole.
Cloud, this way. The reactor's up this ladder.
Okay. I went the wrong way. Go back up the ladder and then to the left. Leftus Festus. Dang it. Leave me be. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Just defend.
You can defend too. I gotta heal Tifa. Ba, 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 ba. Let's ice them. I guess I'll use her limit. Beat them. Beat their meat. Yes. Die. Big explosion, Two-Face. I have become more powerful than any Jedi. Wait, did I miss materia? What is that? It's an item. Ether. No, potion. That's gonna go to Tifa. Have some of this good pot, baby. Oopsie. Gave her one too many. Okay, that's what I was waiting for, save point. We're gonna pull out now. We'll meet back at the hideout. Cloud, we're counting on you to blow up the reactor. Yeah. Kaboom. Critical hit. Tent. I don't think I'll use that yet. Goodbye, Biggs. Alrighty, good people. So now that we're at this save point here, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I'll be back tomorrow with a definitely a longer stream. But thank you for tuning in. May the Force be with you always. Yes.
The Force will be with you always.
And it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. Is it all you need to feel this heat, to feel like everything's all that you need? Is it all too much? Did you get enough? Does it set on fire all the things that you touch? And it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. And I see it burn when you bring me sunlight. Follow me. it fills me up, and it starts to shine, and I see it burn when you bring me sunlight, and it's all you need to feel this heat, to feel like everything's all that you dream. And is it all too much? Did you get enough? Does it set on